Hey, what's going on everybody? Boilon here, and in today's video I want to do a little bit of a discussion piece around diamonds and diamond orbs, sword satellite, and all things like that, because we've had some time now, I think, to digest everything that is diamond orbs and what diamonds mean for the game, for Marvel Strike Force, and kind of going forward. So I want to take a look at all that. There's also a Reddit post that kind of came to mind as well that I want to take a quick look at as well. So if you're ready to go, everybody, then let's boil this down. Yes, back to the same page. Okay, so I just wanted to talk briefly about all of the diamond orbs that we've managed to get in the last little while. But specifically, I want to kind of like, so this was if for those of you who don't remember, sorry, I still have a little bit of a cough from my post-COVID. And so these orbs here, this was the entire milestone from Sword Satellite when it first came out, that we were given all this stuff for free. And honestly, this is way more stuff than a lot of people would have ever gotten ever. Mainly because this is including the final milestone, which most of us wouldn't have been able to clear. So not only is it all the purple and orange stuff, but there's quite substantial amount of teal gear orb fragments, some teal epics. Honestly, I remember logging in one day wondering why I had 30 extra teal epic orbs, and that was great. We got this one diamond orb, which actually isn't even in Sword Satellite, so this was kind of a bonus, and we had 7 Diamond Dawn orbs. And so, you know, we were able to open them. Now, I don't know if any of you got anything good or not. I did not. I bought... Now, you can't really sort by diamonds in the game, which is kind of annoying, but I have 1 diamond on Kestrel, but I bought this. And as far as the ones that I actually picked up, I don't think it was on anything useful that I use that have a 7 red, because otherwise it would have shown up on the top of my roster. So I personally didn't get anything really that good, but some people did. I have almost 200 silver diamond credits now. This includes the second run, of course, of the milestone for the Sword Satellite, and we'll kind of take a look at that as well. And as far as my upgrades here, it hasn't been too plentiful. I'm just kind of saving it right now. I did put out that video about some characters that I'd like to buy for 1 diamond, of which 2 of them I do have. Sorry, guys. And but the other ones I don't really have 7 red star yet, so that's still a bit of a problem for me. But let's talk about like the game, like the expectations. Has it really changed much for you guys? And I guess you can kind of look at it in a lot of ways that getting a 1 diamond is essentially like getting an 8th red star. You know, we're basically talking about 8th red, 8 red, 9 red, 10 red. That's basically what it is now. And, you know, how much does it make a big difference to your gameplay? Obviously, for damage-based characters, you're going to notice this a fair bit, but is it game-breaking? Probably not, unless you're, like, really hardcore in the PvP side of things, you know, with Alliance War or with Cosmic Crucible. You know, you're probably not, it's not really a big deal. And I think we won't really recognize this more going further until PvE content starts being maybe scaled around having potential diamonds. And so far, that's not been the case. Obviously, in Dark Dimension 6, if you're walking in with, you know, some diamond characters, that's going to help you a lot. But it wasn't really, you know, it's not really benched against diamond characters, so you don't really have to have them as much. I want to talk about Sword Satellite a little bit here in terms of the gain. And so this has been, you know, for better or for worse, Sword Satellite's been interesting. You know, for a tower mode. Now, I have been above 31. I actually dropped myself to 31. I was at, because I don't have Super Scroll. So I managed to get myself to 37. I cleared 37 because you can see I have over 1 million points now. And then I dropped myself down to floor 31. I'm going to be climbing again. And, you know, as far as the rewards go, I expect myself to get milestone 16. I do not probably expect myself to get 17. I think you have to clear the top floor in order to get that, which not everyone's going to do, obviously. But, you know, how many diamond orbs? I believe it's like 7 orbs in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe a little bit more, actually, 8. And 8, 10 if you clear this last one. But realistically, most of us, you know, are getting that many. And so this is something that lasts for, at least in this first iteration, has lasted for 10 days, or is going to last for a 10-day total. And there's going to be the ranking. So that's where you're going to get a lot of your extra diamond orbs from. So I don't know where I'm gonna, like, currently, you know, this is me with 4 days left. I'm like somewhere in the 1,000 ranking, so I don't know where that puts me. Maybe it puts me in the 1 to 5%. I doubt I'm gonna actually rank here. It doesn't really matter that much for me. If I would get 1 to 5%, I'd be pretty happy with that. And that's about 20 Diamond Dawn orbs, sorry, that you're going to get to open. And depending on what your rank is, it scales back. Obviously, there's 15 orbs, 10 orbs, 5 orbs, and so on and so forth. So as long as you're able to rank, which I believe is to floor 10, I think, then you'll get at least some of this. So the question is this good? Is this system good? And I kind of pose this to you all because honestly, I haven't really decided. Like, how much do I care about diamonds? How much do I care about pushing for diamonds? And so, when it came to other places that you're going to get Diamond Dawn orbs now, it's going to be in Cosmic Crucible. So some of you might have noticed it, some of you might have not. And so there was this Reddit thread that I saw from yesterday that I wanted to kind of touch on a little bit. So what is your opinion on diamond orbs only for Diamond Plus League in Cosmic Crucible? I didn't notice it actually until I was kind of setting my defenses a little bit, and I noticed that the payouts for the rewards were a little bit different. And so apparently you only actually get the Diamond Dawn orbs for Cosmic Crucible if you're in Diamond Plus League. You don't get it in Platinum and you don't get it in Gold, which is a bit of a departure from what we used to get from Quicksilver rewards, right? And so this makes, I think, a pretty big deal for me. I mean, I will be getting it, yes, but I traditionally haven't cared that much about Cosmic Crucible, funny enough. And actually, because obviously I'm still on holidays, I didn't get a chance to actually do my first attack, my first trial, so I lost that. I didn't even do anything. But I want to look at is it the Leagues button, I believe? Nope, that's not where I meant to go. Well, actually, this is interesting too, because I didn't even notice this, that it says that you get Elite 7 credits, but is that really the case? I thought I was in Diamond, actually, because... Hold on. Really? This is interesting. Why is this the case, then? It says that I'm getting Diamond Dawn Orb Fragments here, but apparently I am in Platinum 3? I thought I was in Diamond. I swear I was in Diamond. Well, did I get ranked down? Where am I actually? And that's what I'm confused about, because it says Tribunal rating 1553, so I'm on the cusp between Platinum and Platinum 2, so you get rewards in the form of Elite 7s, apparently, but why is my reward showing, then, that I might actually get paid out with Diamond Dawn Orb Fragments? I'm a bit confused. So am I getting Diamond Dawn Orb Fragments, or am I getting Elite 7s? I would love to know. If anyone knows the answer, please leave that in the comments down below, because I'm thoroughly confused, actually, about what's going on right now. But needless to say, even if I am getting Diamond Dawn Orb Fragments, which I don't know if I am, it's not very many. It's like 2.5 orbs, right? Like it's not a lot. And this is a weekly thing, so like once a week you're gonna get 2.5 orbs. Whereas like, looking back at the Sword Satellite, that could be, and I guess that's the biggest question, right? And I think that's the biggest question on a lot of people's mind is, how often will we be seeing Sword Satellite? Are we gonna be seeing it once a month? Are we gonna be seeing it once every 2 months? With the amount of rewards that are in the ranking, I don't know. And so if you go all the way up to Grand Masters, apparently you allegedly are going to get about 5 Diamond Dawn Orb Fragments, or up to, per week. And I just feel like the rewards aren't really that good. Although the elites are interesting, because even at the lowest level, even at Bronze, which like nobody is at, apparently you're still getting like orbs of Elite 6 orbs, which is kind of crazy in a lot of ways. And then once you get up to Gold, then you're getting multiple Elite 7 orbs, because I think you need 2,500 fragments for an Elite 7 orb. So that part's kind of interesting. But one of the best comments here on this thread was, it makes Crucible not particularly compelling. It'll take me probably a season and a half of prioritizing Cosmic Crucible and being super sweaty to get into Diamond. And if I can get there, then I'll be competing with other people that have been, getting close to 2 seasons worth of Diamond orbs as a reward. So basically, the rich get rich. Someone said it here, I think, is the rich get richer, essentially. So the people who are doing really well, and I guess that's always going to be the case, right? Like the people who are doing really well, who spend a lot of money, who are very high up in Cosmic Crucible, are going to continue to get more and more Diamond orbs. And I guess that's the case. But it doesn't even seem that good of rewards, honestly. I'm not going to ignore Crucible, but it's not going to be my top priority for my resources this season. I was in Diamond 1, but so this was me, I think. I'm pretty sure I was like further up in Diamond. I was like Diamond 2 or 3, honestly. And I must have got kicked down all the way to Platinum 3 where I am right now. So pretty sure I was higher than Diamond 1, and it seems like I got kicked back all the way to Platinum 3. But again, really unsure with what kind of rewards I'm actually getting, because it says 210 per KO. I don't know what's going on right now. Honestly, not really sure what's going on with my rankings, but maybe things are a little bit unclear. The other thing, though, of course, and I really want to talk about this, is what is the cadence for Sword Satellite? This is going to make a pretty big deal because you get a significant, currently anyways, we're getting a significant amount of Diamond Dawn orbs. I would say it's a lot anyways, mostly from the ranking, not necessarily from the milestone, but there is a lot here. Like if you're in anywhere from 1 to 25%, you're getting 10 to 20 orbs. And that's a lot when you compare to Cosmic Crucible that is like, what, 2.5 orbs a week on average, if you're in Diamond. And so by that metric, how often can we expect Sword Satellite to come by? Because in the past, when it came to Avengers Tower, they were really bad at, releasing this with us, right? Like we would go months without seeing Avengers Tower. Then they created the Avengers Tower tab, the character tab, right? And then a lot of us wondered why we even had this, the Tower Mode tab, because it barely ever came back again. So that's a bit of a question on my mind. And the second question that I have related to Sword Satellite is, well, okay, now we have content creators who have basically done videos of most of the floors, I would say, up above 30, maybe, I think like 38 plus, you're kind of expected to have Super Scroll. So for some people, you just might not be able to do that. But the question is, are they going to update this? Because floor 40 gives you 100 million score points, which is a lot, right? And so the question is, are they going to revamp any of the floors? Are they going to revamp maybe 30 plus or 31 plus and change that? Or are they going to add floors and change the point metrics? I don't know. But I feel that if this came back again with the exact same floors, people will already have guides on it. And so therefore it won't be challenging and, people... And so is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? I think it's going to be something that needs to get updated. But the question is this a priority for Scopely? Because, they're going to have to put some work in to update this once a month or however, I'm hoping it's at least once a month, honestly. It needs to be predictable. It needs to have a predictable returning cadence because we need to know, like, is it worth investing in characters for the purposes of Sword Satellite? So, for example, powering up our Eternals. Some characters that maybe aren't highly in the meta, but they're kind of meta in the tower. And so that's a question that I have, is that how often and what can we expect with regards to the returning of this game mode? Is it going to be regular? Is it going to be once a month? That's the kind of thing that I'm kind of wondering right now because, it's going to make a big difference as to whether or not I put any sort of investment into my roster beyond the existing game modes for characters that might still be pretty good in Sword Satellite. So there's a couple of questions over my head right now in terms of like, what I think I should be working on right now, but also just, how much of an impact does Diamonds make overall? Is it a big deal? How much do we care? And I think those are questions that I'm not sure I have fully answered, but I'd love some feedback from the community in terms of like what you guys think about Diamond so far. What do you think about Sword Satellite? What do you think about Cosmic Crucible only having Diamond rewards at the Diamond 1 Plus rank? Do you think that there should be more free-to-play ways to get it? I'm actually, I gotta be really honest. I am super surprised that there's no offers to buy Diamond Dawn Orbs at all. I'm pretty sure, unless I missed it, let me know. I haven't seen any flat out like ways to buy them, which is shocking for me because it's I would think it was supposed to be a whale and kraken thing, and there hasn't been any ways to outright buy them. Which I guess alternatively would be to indirectly buy offers to power up your roster for Sword Satellite, but that just doesn't seem the same. This is the first time, because even with Red Star Orbs, you were able to just flat out buy them, and I'm surprised there hasn't been an offer like that for Diamond Dawn Orbs. But maybe there will be after Sword Satellite when it becomes more regular. Is it going to be more regular, or is Diamonds going to be pretty coveted? And I guess that's a lot of questions that we don't really know, because they haven't really explained what to expect over the next little while, I guess. Unless I have, and I just wasn't paying attention because I'm on holiday, let me know that too in the comments down below. So that's going to be the end of this video, everyone, and until next time, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you all later. Boilon signing out.